Welcome back to Domingo Live. We certainly hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful and blessed Sunday morning. It is absolutely beautiful here in South Texas and the coastal bend in Corpus Christi. It is going to be a hot day.
Sí, todos los días, bien caliente. Hydrate, and look for shade.
Absolutely. And as we get closer to 4th of July, we know that a lot of folks are going to be out there comprando cohetes and firing them off in town. At least here in Corpus Christi, it is illegal. You cannot do that. But you got to be safe. We know that it happens. And in order to talk about safety, we got Captain Mark Lewis with the Corpus Christi Fire Department. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
What is the first thing we should do and know about fireworks safety?
Well, first and foremost, what you mentioned, it is illegal here in the city of Corpus Christi to fire fireworks. That can be a very hefty fine. It can be up to $2,000 per open package. So that in itself should be a deterrent.
So not only and it could hurt somebody, but it can hurt your pocket as well. So Absolutely. Two things you need to remember there.
Yes, and of course, there will be fireworks use recommended out in the county, out of the city limits. But education is a key. We always believe fire department, especially the fire marshal office, looks at three primary avenues of education and enforcement. We hope that education will serve an effect to allow people to realize how dangerous consumer fireworks are. Throughout the country, there's 19,500 fires reported every year for the use of fireworks, and ER is reporting almost 15,000 injuries as a result of it. And most of those injuries are children. Children should not be handling fireworks.
At all, not even sparklers, right?
No, sparklers can be over 1,200 degrees, and that can result in a serious burn. So no sparklers, please, either.
I mean, that's key right there. That's the attentiveness that parents should have when they're watching and overseeing what their children are doing with these fireworks, which, you know, are to some degree, we know it's going to happen, but you got to also be prepared in case the horrible thing happens and someone gets injured.
Yes.
What do you tell parents to remember? Just
remember not to allow children to handle fireworks. Even older children, teenagers, should be supervised by their parents or by an adult. And so most of our injuries that are between the ages of 10 and 14 years of age, those reporting to the ER, and most of those injuries are from the hands, handling them in hands. The next reported higher rate of injuries is the legs, and then the eyes, the face, the ears. And so yes, consumer fireworks, NFPA, National Fire Protection Association, has warned for years that they're just a dangerous product.
It's always a good idea to keep a bucket of water or a water hose close by, just in case. If you could give us more safety tips.
Yes, a bucket of water will help you not only extinguish a fire if it results, but also you want to, in effect, drown those fireworks. One thing that could be especially dangerous if it malfunctions. Now, that's what we call the dud.
Sure, the duds. I remember those.
All right, but is it really?
Yeah.
You know, and you reach down for it and it goes off. All right, there goes those injuries to the hands. And so keep a bucket of water handy so that you can douse them, or use that, or a fire extinguisher. Something happened, keep it away from keep it away from your home. Do it in a clear area, especially because of the result that firework can result in a fire, especially aerial fireworks. Anything that goes up in the air will come back down.
Yes.
And that's what we were discussing during the break about the celebratory gunfire.
Yes.
We don't want to infringe on anybody's rights to own a gun, but we've got to be cautious about that.
Absolutely.
Tell us.
Yes, gunfire is exceptionally dangerous. That celebratory gunfire, if it injures someone, that could be a deadly conduct. And we saw that tragedy that happened this past New Year's with this 11-year-old girl.
Right.
And that is most likely going to result in homicide charges. And so, yes, celebratory gunfire, not only is it illegal to fire a firearm in the city of Corpus Christi, it can be dangerous and deadly.
Sure. Think about that before you do. It's not about infringing on your rights. It's about doing the right thing and being safe and thinking of others, the innocent lives out there. They're just trying to celebrate and trying to have a good time. To celebrate our nation's freedom.
And we want everybody to celebrate and have a good time, but we want you to be safe doing so. because we want everybody to be safe and healthy, and that's it. You know, make sure that everybody around you, not only think about yourselves, but think about others around you as well. It's so important.
Absolutely.
And we want to keep in mind our pets, please.
Yes,
That's the
our
other
pets,
thing.
They get
Most of-
scared with the
They're
fireworks.
terrified. Our dog
Yes.
is terrified, absolutely terrified of so maybe talk to your vet about giving something that could calm them. Put them in the house, turn the TV a little higher. The pets are, and so make sure they're chipped. Or they have a proper tag on, because they'll run. They're terrified of them.
Sure they are.
Another thing we want to keep in mind is our veterans. They may be suffering from PTSD,
Yes.
and this could trigger an episode. So be courteous.
Yes.
Very good. Hey, words of wisdom there. Captain Mark Lewis with the Corpus Christi Fire Department. Thank you for spending some time with us. this
Absolutely.
morning. We appreciate you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
for your
Appreciate that.
service.